when an authority must travel anywhere in the modern world, he takes his bodyguards with him. In Roman times, emperors and other authorities did not go anywhere without theirs, the lictors. The word lictor comes from the Etruscans, a powerful people who once ruled parts of the Italian peninsula. From them, the Romans inherited the concept of personal guards, who embodied both discipline and sacred duty. According to the historian Titus Livius, the first lictors were chosen by the mythical founder of Rome, Romulus. He selected 12 men to serve in this prestigious position, though the reason for this exact number is still debated. One ancient tale claims that a priest saw 12 birds in a vision, symbolizing Romulus's divine right to rule. Others argue that the number reflected the 12 Etruscan city-states, each represented by a single guardian. Whatever the origin, those 12 men became the living symbols of Rome's authority and order. To be a lictor required integrity, strength, and the status of a free Roman, a man worthy of protecting power itself. Most lictors were handpicked by the statesman or general they were to guard, ensuring unshakable personal loyalty. In Rome, they wore the toga, a mark of civic dignity and peace. But outside the city, their clothing changed to the crimson military cloak known as the sagum. During funerals, they appeared in solemn black robes, a reminder of mortality even among the mighty. Their pay differed with rank and patron, but on average it equaled about 600 sesterces, a respectable wage. Lictors protected all officials who held imperium, senators, magistrates, and especially consuls. They carried the fasces, bundles of rods bound around an axe, the timeless emblem of lawful power. Inside Rome's sacred boundary, the pomerium, the axe was removed, for no Roman citizen could be executed there. Beyond that line, however, the blades returned, signifying the right to punish, to command, and to enforce. Wherever their master walked, the forum, the baths, the crowded streets, his lictors followed in formation. They cleared pathways, silenced mobs, and stood as living walls between ruler and danger. Only when addressing a higher authority or entering a free city could a Roman leader dismiss his lictors. In such moments, the lictors lined up before him in strict order, led by the proximus, the chief among them. Every movement was ritual, every gesture steeped in centuries of Roman discipline. In times of unrest or riot, the lictors had the power to strike, arrest, or disperse any citizen on command. Their authority came directly from the imperium they served, an extension of Rome's iron will. The number of lictors assigned to a man showed exactly how powerful he was in the hierarchy. A dictator like Julius Caesar commanded 24 of them, 12 on each side. Consuls and proconsuls typically had 12 or 6, reflecting their rank and jurisdiction. During the empire, even ordinary governors were often seen surrounded by their own miniature guard of honor. When Augustus became emperor, he maintained the sacred 12, a nod to Rome's legendary origins. But under Domitian, the number doubled to 24 once again, restoring the grandeur of the Republic's dictators. The sight of those rods and axes gleaming in the sun sent a message none dared ignore. Authority was present. The lictors marched ahead of their master, parting crowds with rhythmic strikes of their fasces against the stones. Even emperors themselves, men who commanded legions, walked safer beneath the watchful eyes of these guards. In ceremonies, their steps marked the cadence of Roman order, precise, solemn, unstoppable. At public trials, they stood behind the magistrate's chair, ready to enforce every verdict pronounced. To see their red cloaks in the streets was to witness Rome's law made flesh. They were both servants and symbols, a living reminder that power always traveled armed. And though centuries would pass, their image endured in stone reliefs, mosaics, and the memory of empire. In extraordinary cases, lictors could attend non-Romans, foreign kings or dignitaries during state funerals. Such acts honored Rome's allies and displayed her magnanimity before the world. Yet the lictors' role was not eternal. As the empire aged, their relevance slowly began to fade. The rise of the Praetorian Guard overshadowed them, placing the emperor's safety in military hands. By the late empire, as chaos and corruption spread, even the proud fasces lost their sacred weight. The once revered lictors dwindled in number, their duties absorbed by other imperial offices. Some were dismissed quietly, others perished as civil wars consumed the heart of Rome. Alongside them, the Praetorians too fell, symbols of loyalty undone by ambition and intrigue. With their disappearance, a chapter of Roman discipline and ritual came to an end. But history would not forget the men who once carried the fasces through marble streets. Sculptures, coins, and imperial reliefs continued to depict them, eternally guarding the rulers they once served. Even the very emblem of the fasces survived, later adopted as a universal sign of lawful authority. From Roman forums to modern capitals, its symbol still whispers of unity through strength. It reminds the world that order, once forged by the will of Rome, can echo across millennia. The lictor's story is more than history. It is a mirror of civilization's relationship with power. Every empire, ancient or modern, carries its own guardians, visible or unseen. Their presence reassures the ruler, but also warns the ruled. Authority has always needed its watchers, those who walk beside it, rods in hand. In the disciplined step of a lictor, we can still hear the heartbeat of the Roman state, the same rhythm that once marched across the known world, binding provinces through fear and respect. Long after their extinction, their legend endures, half warrior, half ritual. They were not merely guards, they were the walking embodiment of Rome's divine order. Every stroke of their fasces upon the ground echoed the authority of law itself. Through them, the invisible became tangible. The state took human form. Though time erased their footsteps, their legacy survived the fall of the empire. Artists, scholars, and historians still speak their name with awe. Lictors of Rome. Their discipline, their ritual, and their loyalty became models for centuries of power to come. From marble statues to modern emblems, their symbol remains a mark of strength and authority. These men may have vanished, but the shadow of their fasces still falls across history. The lictors, guardians of emperors, servants of law, and eternal icons of Rome's grandeur.